Matt Fraction and Steve Lieber return to Metropolis for a quick story about Perry White and why the editor of the Daily Planet loves his job so much. Matt Fraction returns to the wacky world of Jimmy Olsen with a really heartfelt and hilarious short story about Perry White's time as a newspaperman and why he loves his job so much. The story is only 6 pages long, but manages to convey so much character and history within those pages, exploring Perry's love for the ever-changing landscape of the newspaper he works at, as well as his love for Metropolis, who ends up coming to Superman's aid and helping the hero who helped them out countless times against Lex Luthor and his killer robot. It's a fun little companion to Fraction and Lieber's Jimmy Olsen series and just a great inclusion to the Superman family mythos in general. That's not all the book contains, as it's collected a number of Perry-centric storylines from all over the years, from Elliot Maggin and Kurt Swain's Action Comics stuff from the 1970s to the small, really heartfelt piece Brian Michael Bendis and Ivan Reyes wrote for Perry back in 2019. Steve Lieber returns as Fraction's artist for the issue and doesn't skip a beat with a colourful and crisp looking depiction of Metropolis. What I love most about Lieber's artwork and what he did really well in that Jimmy series is the visual gags that go on top of Fraction's dialogue gags and jokes that he writes for the characters to say, and this story is filled with them as well, as we get some really great newspaper headlines that Perry got to write over the years, and a lot of them are really great jokes and stuff that ties back into the Jimmy series, which was really cool. Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen's boss Perry White issue 1 was a really heartfelt and wholesome one-shot issue that explored Perry White's reasons and drives to be a newspaperman, while also collecting a few of the fun Perry stories from all over Superman's 80-year history. I'm gonna give this issue a 10 out of 10. Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen's boss Perry White issue 1 sees Perry overlooking the printing press of the Daily Planet, knowing that he's been running it for 26 years but working there for 35 more, and while he doesn't come down to watch the printing happen regularly, this is special and it hasn't gotten old to him, since the only old thing around there is him. He remembers the crackle of excitement the first time he saw someone spend their money to print his words in ink, and he was hooked for life. He knows that it was a good life with a good job, since new things happened every day, so how could that even get old to him? He knows it did kind of get old eventually, thanks to Superman arriving on the scene and saving Metropolis over and over. He knows living in Metropolis was like living in a world with a billion different jokes that all had the same punchline: that Superman saves Metropolis, and he's like a utility that everyone took for granted. He knows it was like that until Superman fought the good fight on a front line far beyond their city limits, and they were left on their own to defend against an alien menace. He remembers this is how Lex Luthor swooped in and offered to give them something that would watch over them while Superman was away, and not just defend them against aliens. Lex claims that it was foolproof and harmless to humans, and that they were Earthlings and they need to protect Earth things. Perry knows that when someone rhymes their point, he knows they're about to get ripped off, and Perry remembers that the robots attacked Superman since he was an alien, and Lex had managed to get the city to pay for his very own anti-Superman revenge squad thanks to how gullible the city was. Perry also knows about the K-cell batteries powered by kryptonite that Lex was sure to install in all of the robots, meaning they really packed a punch against Superman. Perry knows that he never let his reporters become part of the story, but at that point he was willing to allow it, as Jimmy and Lois rush to Superman's aid, surrounding the Man of Steel so the robots can't see him and thus won't attack him through the humans. Soon the people of Metropolis came to Superman's aid as well, surrounding him and destroying the robots as Jimmy and Lois help him away from the area. Perry remembers how a newspaperman like him once said that when you write a dog bites a man, that's not news because it happens so often, but when a man bites a dog, that's news. Perry knows that that saying can be tightened up, but the point remains, even if they do things different in Metropolis. He grabs a paper from the fresh press, finding the headline is that Metropolis saves Superman, as he knows that this is a headline of a lifetime, and he knows what he's talking about since he's Perry White, editor-in-chief of the Daily Planet, and he will be a newspaperman till the day he dies.